Welcome to the Through the Table podcast with Tom, Rick, Russ, JL, and Brian.
And one more thing outside of wrestling talk.
Sure.
Google Bridget Fonda and be
Okay.
I'll Bridget Fonda Daily Mail.
Is the unrecognizable thing?
Uh-huh. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like and at 58,
Yeah.
like that alone was just like, what?
I wouldn't, if I walked by it, have no clue.
No clue.
That's wild. I didn't realize
But
it was that long since she's done anything.
right. Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
That is crazy. I'll have to put a picture up here when I edit it.
What wrestler is in their 50s that are, well, I guess The Rock's almost 50.
Jericho?
Yeah. What
Goldberg.
wrestlers are
Goldberg?
still wrestling in their 50s?
Luther, but no one really likes Luther.
Sting.
Sting,
He's older than
he's what,
50.
62?
He's
62.
62, yeah. Didn't our Truth just turn 50? I thought I read something about that.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I think he just turned 50, like either last month or this month.
And he looks like
He
he's
looks like he was 19. He looks the
He
exact
looks like
same.
he's still like Kate Quick from
Exactly. He doesn't
Sunday
age
Night
at
Heat.
all. He looks the
No.
exact same.
Unbelievable.
Even body-wise. It's not like he has a gut or anything.
Nope.
He's the exact same thing. Like,
yeah, he's 50.
He's
That's
like a
insane.
vampire.
It is. It is totally.
He's like a vampire.
He must be like 200 years old.
That's awesome.
There's probably
I
some
love
picture in the
R-Truth.
60s with him. That's our truth. There must be a few others that are in their 50s that are still working, I'm sure. I know in Japan and Mexico, they're in their 70s still working, but that's besides the point.
I'll say, like, I'm sure, like,
Dustin Rhodes.
all the dads.
Oh yeah, Dustin Rhodes. He's like 52 now. That's true.
Rey
Well,
Mysterio has to be close.
I think I want to say he's like 48. He's close, but not quite there yet.
Say that, Nagata,
Oh,
Tenzan, Kojima.
Christopher Daniels is.
Goldberg.
He's still active, maybe not in AEW, but still active.
Yeah. He's wrestling for the New Japan.
New Japan World a lot, yeah.
New Japan Strong, yeah.
Yeah, or Strong, right? There's probably a few others I can't think of. I know Kazarian's like Mysterio. I think he's like 47 or something like that.
Jerry Lawler, I guess he still does stuff, right?
Independent wise, yeah, he does. Oh yeah, all the time.
Didn't he wrestle Enzo in a casket match not too long
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah,
up in
you're right.
Up in
Yeah.
Poughkeepsie for was it Northeast Wrestling or something?
I think it's this. No, with what's that Webster show? That's Big Time, right?
Oh, was it Big Time with them?
I think
The Rock and Roll Express are in their 60s, and they worked last weekend.
Yeah,
They worked FTR and for Big Time in South Carolina.
that's who's doing the Webster show, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep,
Big
yep.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the Rock and Roll Express wrestle for Beyond Wrestling. They wrestled Butcher and the Blade.
Oh,
They're
wow,
doing
really?
their retirement tour.
For Robert Gibson only, though.
As a tag team.
Right. Because Ricky's going to stick around with his son in tag as the new Rock and Roll Express after.
But they could do it as like, Elton John is on a retirement tour, but you can just keep adding dates.
Robert doesn't want to work anymore, though. If you watch him in the ring, he doesn't do anything. He just gets the hot tag, does like 2 moves, and then that's
the
it.
double drop kick.
That's all he does. A double drop kick and maybe an arm drag or something, and then he tags out.
Ricky Morton's out here doing Canadian destroys,
Yep.
and like double jump moonsaults and
Exactly.
stuff. Robert Gibbs is like, yeah, I am done with this.
Yep. Like watching him in New Japan there, that match, he did nothing.
Did nothing. Ricky Morton's hitting dives to the outside. It's like
Morton's killing himself. Robert gets the pin. You're like, what?
So will you
double drop kick and a pin? There you go. That's my move.
Ricky Morton ate the pin. Remember, he took a package pile driver.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Chase Owens.
Yep.
So with Rampage happening tonight, and then other wrestling going on this weekend, especially with the Royal Rumble, will you be able to watch it? Because aren't you getting a blizzard?
We are. We're getting between
are you gonna lose power, or what's gonna happen?
I mean, I'm hoping as long as
55 to 65 mile an hour winds are supposed to come through. I'm hoping that we don't lose power.
Right, that's my thing. We have a generator, but I really don't want to hook it up if we don't have to.
Yeah, I'm hoping to watch it.
But yeah, that was my plan anyway, to hopefully watch Royal Rumble.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I guess if I can't do it Saturday night, we can always do it Sunday morning.
It's on the network or Peacock or whatever. It's not like you can't. They still don't do it if you join in late. You can't start at the beginning, right?
Right. Yeah.
I hate that. They need to fix that. If you're like, say you jump in 15 minutes late, you can't start at the beginning like you used to be able to with the network.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I meant to watch it. Not in a movie theater, but in an event space. So that should be interesting. I almost was thinking of last minute going.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going. It was
there's still tickets available.
Right.
And they're pretty cheap from what I've heard.
Yeah, and I would be able to get tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the flight would be all right too. It would be like a $150 round trip, which is fine.
That's not too bad.
But then obviously a hotel or whatever that would be.
If you could find one there.
Yeah, because St. Louis is kind of small.
It's small, plus the dome holds I think they have it set for 50,000.
Yeah, they sold a lot of tickets.
They're in. I have to double check. I remember them saying that. I think there's 39,000 sold, but they had it open to 50.
And there'll be a couple thousand probably last minute stuff.
But they could close a couple of the upper decks down if they wanted to.
I think it'll look good.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's in a huge dome. Let's see. Someone had an update earlier today. Now I can't find it.
I don't even think I know the other matches for the Royal Rumble.
Right, they have it set. They only have it set to 48,000 or 38,000. They have 35,377 sold, so it's 94% sold right now.
Not bad.
But you can get them on the secondhand market. There's probably 3,000 tickets available if you wanted to. So they have just under 3,000 that are still available that you can buy outright from Ticketmaster or whoever they're going through.
And having it on Saturday seems to be working because, obviously, they wouldn't want it on Sunday with the AFC.
No, that's why they didn't. They didn't want to bop it till next week. They wanted it in January, so that's why they set it for that date. But yeah, Saturdays are nice days to do the pay-per-views. I wish they'd always keep it that way.
So when was Bad Bunny announced for the Royal Rumble?
This week, I think. I don't know if he was he announced on SmackDown or anything like that, or just on Twitter.
I think it was just through social media because I don't think they said it on Raw.
I'm
Well,
not
it was
seeing it
announced-
anywhere.
It was announced because, there was rumors, or it was announced, or whatever, because he announced they definitely announced his tour on TV. I saw that.
See,
Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing it on different.
Bad Bunny, the Ringside News said that he's currently scheduled for the Rumble.
Because
Creative
for
team
sure,
confirmed he's in the Rumble.
it was either NXT or SmackDown where they announced his
It must-
tour.
I don't know where it was announced, but he's in it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I've seen a couple articles. I
Yeah,
was
they're
just.
saying he's in it, but I don't. Maybe they're waiting till tonight to actually announce it, like on the air for TV. Let me look at their
could be.
site. Let me look on www.com and see if he's actually listed yet.
Because I'm on Wikipedia. I mean, I know Wikipedia is not the most trusted news source for wrestling news, but
At times, no.
the only thing I've seen about, so they announced a bunch of people, like you said, on Raw. Well, I guess what was it? Yeah, Raw.
Yeah.
Almost Orton, Riddle, Gable,
Mhm.
Otis, Ziggler, Root. It was announced on Twitter, and then today,
Yes, they announced it on Twitter, right?
and then today was Nakamura, Rick Boogs, and then announced on WWE.com was Ricochet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So maybe the rumor,
He's not in it yet. I just went on their website. They actually have Boogs, Ricochet, and Shinsuke on there, but they don't have
Bad
him
Bunny.
listed.
Well, maybe the Bad Bunny rumors came to pass because they, again, announced his tour.
So as of now, there's 25 guys with those few being added today. So now they're at
Apparently,
25. They say he's in it though, from all the backstage sites that I've seen.
Right.
They all say he's in quotes in the Rumble.
I'm seeing once again on Wikipedia, January 28th announced on SmackDown. So within the last 20 minutes, Sasha Banks
Was in it? Is announced for in it?
That's what it just said.
Really?
Announced on SmackDown.
Yeah, from the last I heard with her,
that adds an extra thing.
So as of right now, there's 22 out of 30 announced for the women.
Okay.
And 25 out of 30 for the men.
There's still a few. I like it when they leave a few spots that people don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah.
But it stinks if like Jinder Mahal runs out.
Right.
And you're like, oh, come on.
Right.
If they have those open spots. Yeah, right. If Shanky or Veer family shows up.
I was just going to say number 30, Veer Mahan.
Oh, I like it. I like it if they leave it open, even if it's somebody like Hacksaw Duggan comes out. You know he's not going to win, but it's just somebody you're not expecting, you know?
Brother Love.
Why not? He could do it. He's back there. Well, the one rumor I had been hearing is that Corey Graves got cleared.
I could see him doing the
they
Jerry
were talking
Lawler
about
thing.
him and Pat McAfee both being in the commentary booth and both joining it from the booth.
That'd be funny.
Jerry Lawler did that.
You're right. And Michael Cole did that the same year too, one of those years where they both entered and left. So they're talking about possibly those two guys both doing it. I guess you'll find out if you see what costumes they're wearing.
Right.
Yeah, and then they could brag to each other like how they did or how they got
see
eliminated.
them two in it if they want to do that.
And Byron Saxton too. Why not?
Graves is cleared. He can take a bump over the world.
Or Byron Saxton can be like, what the hell? Why wasn't I allowed in?
And then they'll both tell him to shut the hell up, Byron.
Yeah.
Shut up, Byron.
Just shut up.
That'd be funny.
I'm looking at the matches. I'm kind of looking forward to Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Miz and Maryse.
It'll be fun because Beth is jacked now and Edge shows up all the time. And
they kicked those security guards the other night. Like it was awesome. Even Beth Phoenix was just murdering those dudes, and it was I was all about it. Like she like was just mangling those guys. They hit a 3D. It was awesome.
Yep.
And she also announced, here's another caveat to it. I read an interview where their kids. This is going to be their kids' first live show. So
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
they're really
Mhm.
gonna go all out.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
why
kind of
not?
cool. See,
That'll
that's
be good. That'll be a good match. I think it'll be good. It'll be good because it'll be between something. It'll be between
There's a reason.
one of the championship matches and rumbles. This is
I
kind
would
of
think
like
so.
what
That'd be
the,
a good spot for it.
and it'll be like
Because when they
10,
have how many
15 minutes or
matches? Like 4 or 5 matches besides
Six.
the Rumble? Six in total.
yeah, two. So the 2 Rumble matches, Lesnar
Okay.
and Lashley, Becky Lynch and Doudrop,
Right. Okay. I forgot about that one.
Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Mike.
Nothing for the pre-show yet. They'll probably
no.
announce that tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning or something.
And then what's the Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins?
mhm.
Can't forget the freaking.
Be curious the match lineup. As I said, if you do Lesnar and Lashley before the men's Rumble, and Lashley takes the belt, then Brock could enter. But if that's like after it,
I say that
no
goes on
sense for-
first.
it'd be maybe. I don't know.
I think the women's
Or do you
rumble will
put the
go
women's
first.
Rumble first?
So you do women's rumble, then see. I don't know. I think you do Brock. I think you just do Brock, Lashley, right, or what? Right from the beginning.
Well, if that's the case, then Lashley will definitely win.
Right. Mhm.
Right.
And then Lesnar could come in
If that's one of the first 2 matches for sure.
because they do that with Cena all the time. Like
Yeah,
if Cena's gonna
right.
lose, they'll have
Mhm.
him go first.
Right. Right. Usually the women's Rumble, I mean, I know they had that main event before, but I think that's been going on early too,
Mhm.
in the last couple of years.
You think Beth Phoenix comes back out for the women's rumble? They got 8 more spots to fill.
I don't think so.
No,
If they have all those mystery people are supposed to be in it, there's only like 1 or 2 spots open.
those mystery people are terrible.
If those are the names. Mhm.
It's like what
Oksana, why?
was Wendy Richter not doing anything? You know, like come on.
So if you add those 4, that's what you said they're 22.
So, yeah, so then
So
you
that's
got
26, and then Ronda could be 27. You still have 3 spots.
Bailey.
Bailey, Asuka, that's 29, then you have 1 open spot. So you could have Beth, or if they have another surprise up their sleeve.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beth or Marie. Probably not Maurice.
No,
I
I
can
don't think
see
she
Beth.
would do double duty. Maybe. I bet she doesn't. I'm just gonna guess she doesn't. And there's some other surprise we have.
No, it's weird. Like that's it's. I'm not like excited to who's gonna win the rumble. It's like, oh, what surprises are they gonna have? You know, it's just I don't know.
Because I guess they were saying that Raquel and Io are backstage tonight.
Oh, really?
So I'm wondering if one of those will be one of the spots that are open too. I mean, they may not use them tonight, but they're in town. I don't know if they're in St. Louis. I don't even know where they are tonight.
Yeah, I don't think they are in St. Louis.
But they're probably pretty close, I would think.
I could see Raquel.
Because I guess they're backstage. They're saying LA Knight, Roderick, Ciampa, Io, her, and Dakota Kai are all backstage.
I forgot about Ciampa.
So all them are there. I mean, usually Roderick and LA Knight have been doing the dark matches
No, Pete.
the last few weeks, but they could do one of the. They could have.
No,
I guess
Pete Dunne?
he's not listed. No, he's not listed as
What
being
about-
back there. But that's not to
What
say
about
he's
Gunther?
not.
Gunther could be in the rumble.
Maybe.
They were saying that the 2 guys from NXT would be Gunther and Braun Breaker would be the 2 guys that if they used anybody from NXT, it would be them. Besides like Roderick or Tomasa or Dunn, it would be those 2 would be the only other 2.
Was
that they would
Gunther on
consider.
NXT this week? Did
They did a
explain?
backstage thing with them.
Oh, smart.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
avoid the chance or
Saying
whatever.
something about it was his grandfather's name and he's going to honor his legacy using his name, and that's why he changed it. So they have a weird little backstory, I guess, at least to why it's not Walter anymore.
It makes no. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
it's like he's had that name for 2 years. I mean, for a long time, but
A long
just
time, it's
but
especially
just
the
in
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he's had a he's been in WWE for 2 years now. You've been calling him Walter for 2 years. Can you imagine, like, I mean, I guess not the greatest example, but like, could you imagine after like 2 years of Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, oh, you're gonna be, bitch face Malone, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
it's or whatever.
right.
It's just, it's like, well, why, what?
Yeah.
Like, just
Well, he was the ringmaster.
True, but not for 2 years though.
not for 2 years, like a couple of weeks, not even.
Right.
So SmackDown is in Kansas City tonight. So
Okay, that's very close.
So Kansas City's getting a lot of action this weekend.
Apparently so.
Hopefully that's it. It ends this weekend.
Right. It ends tonight. What else is in the world of professional wrestling? What do you think about the ladder match on AEW?
I mean, I called it, right? I said.
Yeah, you called it. You called it before they announced it was going to be a ladder match a few hours before it happened.
And then I also said that it'll be Cody will do something ridiculous.
The only thing we missed was Cody going over.
Wait, what did you call though?
All right, because I was like, I said it'll be a ladder match. I said Cody will do something stupid, and then Sammy will do something even more stupid
to match his stupidity, right?
And then it's just but I thought I thought Cody would win.
Why? That was the only thing we got wrong was Cody didn't go over. Sammy did.
Speaking of Rick saying that this sport is fake, why did they not gimmick the ladder when Sammy landed on Cody?
Because Cody thinks he's a tough guy. That's why.
I mean, the whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so bad.
It looked like Sammy got it worse than Cody did by how it's like, Jesus.
He probably did.
Uh-huh. He came out there later with the cue cards. He couldn't even hold them up. They had Fuego do it.
Yeah, how bad?
But that cutter off the top there was insane. That was unbelievable.
The smoothest thing I've ever seen.
How many times do you think they practiced that? There's no way they did it that just once. No way.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was insane how timed that was. Just perfect. Like, wow.
Oh, that was good.
Well, that was
a good. It was a good ladder match. There was nothing wrong with it.
What about the?
It was definitely, you could see they practiced.
The lights out match wasn't that good though.
No.
But Orange Cassidy's, you only could do so much with them.
Right. The ladder match.
There was no loss for Cole because lights out matches don't count on your record.
Right.
So he's still number one contender and undefeated.
One of the spots in the ladder match I couldn't even believe like Sammy was okay with was that one with Cody put the ladder upside down, so it was like
when
he
landed. Yeah, he landed on the supports.
And then he threw him through the rungs, and it was I was like, I don't know.
You could tell that hurt. You could tell that hurt when he landed because he's just sitting there like, he had to catch his breath for a few minutes. You could see it.
Because honestly, I'm watching it happen, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, "There's no way that this isn't going to hurt him." Like,
because he didn't like. He just dropped them. He didn't like push him in there lightly. He dropped them.
No, he just dropped them.
I mean, the rings go that way, so it wasn't like the brackets. He did it the wrong way. He did it the way that they actually move, but still, they're solid.
Right. Could have cut him, like pinched him or whatever. Like,
you could see he had marks on his rib cage from him. Mm-hmm.
So wait, what else can Cody do, and how much do we believe that he's without a contract and all that? How that's going to turn out?
Full of crap.
Do I believe him now? I
don't believe any of that stuff.
When he first came back, that first week after having COVID and came back, he probably didn't have anything signed, but now he certainly does. Because Tony Khan does the thing where he doesn't do anything over the fax machine or on the computer. He wants you to physically sign a contract in his office. So, Jay Lethal came in, Ruby, Punk, all those people weren't signed when they came in until that day. So I'm sure when Cody came back last week, he signed the deal.
Right. I'm working on a handshake deal.
I'm not
But
getting
wouldn't
paid
that-
for this
wouldn't
match.
that-
What? Come on. I'm working for
What?
free. Did you see his post-match thing? He cut a post-match interview saying he did the match for free because he's not under contract. He didn't get paid for it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, and it's like he just keeps harping up that he's free agent. It's like, all right, now you're going too hard on it.
He's gonna be in the Rumble.
Yeah, people keep saying that, and he's kind of leaned into that, but that's not going to happen.
No, it's not
There's
happening.
no way.
No.
No way.
The only thing that WWE and AEW have talked about is for some of their the things they do, like their features and 24/7s and stuff like that. They want to use like Jericho or Big Show or Mark Henry or former WWE guys to talk about somebody.
Right.
I guess Tony Khan and Laurinaitis have been talking about being able to use them for something like that, but they want something in return for it, not for free kind of thing.
Well,
I don't know.
speaking of Laurinaitis, he's been in the news about Jeff Hardy.
Yep. Oh yeah, it came out today. Yeah, you heard a lot about that earlier.
Jeff Hardy being asked to be a part of the Hall of Fame, which I imagine the Undertaker has to be the main person for this Hall of Fame.
Well, it's in Texas, right?
Right.
Who else would it be?
Yeah,
I guess he's in town.
Batista.
He's in St. Louis
Batista.
tonight. So, or tomorrow, I should say.
They
Usually
could
they
do
announce one
Batista.
at the Rumble, right? That like the first person usually gets announced at the Rumble.
I
Yeah,
think so.
So
they could do Batista though.
I don't know. Isn't he working on a movie right now?
Because
I guess
he
you
was-
can get a video of him. He wouldn't be there in person or whatever right now.
but he was announced to be a part of it
last year,
and
right?
then
Yeah.
and then he said no because he wanted to be there. And
It all
hope they
depends
do-
on if he's got the time to be there. He may not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know he's
I hope
doing
they do
something
it
with
better.
Marvel.
This last like super quick version of it was just
You were saying that it was no good last year.
it was a way overproduced.
Mm-hmm.